Hey everyone, welcome to Nymph Tarot with me, Natasha. So we have another pick a card reading for you. So this is your weekly one. So this reading, if you are watching it as I post it, then it's for this coming week, but it is timeless. So if you find this in a year's time, then just take this as the next 7 days for you. So these readings, I try and keep them nice and short, around less than 10 minutes, just because it doesn't need to go on for too long. So we have 3 piles for you guys today. We have pile 1 here with the rose quartz, we have pile 2 with the green aventurine, and then we have pile 3 with the amethyst. So have a think about which pile you are drawn to. Pop down to the description box below, click on the link, and I will see you guys in your reading. Hey pile 1, so if you chose the rose quartz crystal, this is your reading. So what we'll do is we will lay out all the cards, and then we'll see what's coming for you this week or next 7 days whenever you guys are watching this. So we have the 7 of Wands, we have the 10 of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, then we have the High Priestess. For oracle cards we have By the Book, Fork in the Road, and then Rebirth. And then also your bottom deck energy this week is the 4 of Swords. So that is some more sword energy for you guys. So I'll put that down there so we can talk about what's coming this week. So I do feel like you guys, if you have been in some quite tough energies at the moment, if you feel like you've had to, if you feel like you've kind of been, been being attacked, just not necessarily by people, just things constantly taking attention away from what you want to be doing, whether it's work, whether it's friends, kids, whoever, partners, it can be that you're just feeling a bit, sometimes you have weeks where it just feels like everyone's trying to pick an argument. If you've been in that energy for a little bit, I feel like you're kind of reaching that end of that with the 10 of Swords here. So don't worry Mercury retrograde has now ended, theoretically. Just you kind of get that weird couple of days while it's kind of changing, but we're kind of over that. So it may be that all that kind of weird energy is now ending, and you're kind of at the end of that cycle, which I feel like everyone will be very happy about. And this week I feel like whatever situation you're in at the moment, so obviously this is general, so see how it applies for you, but whether you're in some sort of love situation, whether you're not sure what to do with your job, with a house, whether you're trying to move, anything like that. It could even be, if you have got some sort of money issues, legal issues, whatever. I feel like this week you're going to get clarity on whatever issue you have in your life at the moment. However, I feel like this week is a week about not really, I feel like there's no need to make any action this week. I feel like this week is all about, with your bottom deck energy being the 4 of Swords, I feel like this is a week of contemplation, of kind of plotting, strategizing, thinking about your next move, and as I said, not really making any actions on it, just really thinking it through, especially with the High Priestess there. It could be that in this situation you are getting mental clarity, but could be things that you aren't entirely sure about yet, that you might not know. So there is a need for you to just kind of bide your time this week. Maybe it could be that actually as well, listen to your intuition with the High Priestess turning up here, because her intuition is on point, guys. So for her to come up in your reading, I feel like your intuition also on point. So listen, if you have that kind of little niggling feeling about something, like, you know, when it's just like at the back of your mind and you don't think about it, and then suddenly your brain's like, hey, have you thought about that, and it keeps coming up. I feel like listen to it, because this week is a week of just really seeing really seeing an issue below kind of face value. So this week I feel like some advice from Spirit is, you know, by the book. So just you know, do things as they're meant to be done. Don't go off piste. I feel like just, you know, get your head down, keep working. Don't be like kicking up a fuss. Just kind of keep plodding forward. With these elephants, they're facing towards the left, so that's kind of like looking backwards. So it could be just maybe what you need to know, what you're trying to get clarity about, is in the past. So maybe there is a need for you, you know, to have a little bit of reflection this week. Have a think about where it is you're heading. Make sure that you're kind of not heading the wrong way. Because, you know, at the moment, maybe for you guys, you are at this fork in the road, and there's two ways you can go. Here you have the signpost with the arrows. You have some facing this way, some facing that way. It's very confusing. It's like, which way do we go? Who knows? I feel like you probably do know deep down. There is, with your high priestess hat on, but I feel like you have that knowledge deep down about which way you should go. But again, I feel like this week is not the week for making any decisions. Just mull it over, have a think before making any real routes forward. I was just trying to see what was on the end of the antler, but I don't think it's anything. You do have an owl here, so, you know, be wise, kind of move silently. That's the thing with owls, you don't really hear them coming. They can come up behind their prey very, very quietly, and I feel like that's you. Come up, kind of don't alert people as to what you're doing. Just, you know, keep quiet, keep thinking. And then you do have this rebirth. So if this is you wanting to do something you've always wanted to, you know, it says here, create a new reality, give life to your dreams. So it could be that you're having to move on from your current life, but obviously if it's something like a current job and you actually need to hang on to it for a little while, you know, I feel like this week it's all about not letting people know your plans, just kind of doing it in the background, and then once you're kind of ready for that rebirth, when you're ready to take the turn in the fork in the road, then kind of be like, ta-da, this is what I'm doing. But I feel like there's a need for you to keep everything on the down low at the moment. So yeah, that's what I see for your week, guys. As I said, nice and short and sweet. So if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonates with you, please do comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Do like, subscribe, share. Helps my channel grow, and I will be so appreciative. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in another reading. Hey my pile 2, so if you chose the Green Aventuring's beautiful dark green crystal, then this is your reading. So what we'll do is we'll lay it all out and go through what's coming for you this week or in the next 7 days, depending on when you guys are watching it. So you have Death in the reverse, you have Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you have Knight of Cups, then you have Judgment, and then we have for you, not for you, number 6. We have Here and Now, 32. And then we have Partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. And guys, your bottom deck energy this week is the Sun. Yay! So a nice bottom deck energy for you guys there. So I think for you guys, I'm getting a sense that with these two cards together, I feel like there is some sort of change or offer, something like that you've almost been like resisting. So if I mean, it could be job offer, it could be for some of you guys if maybe your partner wants to take things to the next stage but you don't feel like you're ready, and you're kind of like, you've been trying to almost resist it, try and put it off. However it resonates for you guys, I feel like it could resonate for different people in kind of different situations. So I feel like this energy of you resisting change and resisting some kind of offer is going to be changing this week. And I do think overall that change, I feel like it's not that you have, it's a change of heart. I feel like in your heart you've wanted it, but maybe there's been a bit of fear there. But I feel like this week you're kind of really getting over that, and you're gonna have I feel like you're gonna have generally a very nice week with the Sun energy. You know, it's all about joy and happiness, and you know, that feeling when you're out in the sun is usually the feeling I get, and hopefully not sunburn. So I do feel like, yeah, you're going to be getting over this. For some of you, I feel like this could be, it could be because maybe you've been resisting something because it's not been quite what you wanted, but I feel like now somebody is going to offer exactly what you want. With that kind of Knight of Cups, I feel like it's an offer from the heart. So maybe if it's a job that's more aligned to what you want, maybe the person wasn't quite offering you what you wanted in a relationship. However this works for you, I feel like this week it's going to be, you're going to be moving on to something, you know, not moving on, but you're going to be getting something that is more aligned to what you actually want, and you're going to have, I think that's what's going to be making you so happy. And then with the Judgment card here, I feel like it's kind of like an awakening to this offer, awakening to accept it and just seeing it for what it is now. I feel like there's definitely some kind of offer for you guys, and I feel like it's just gonna cause you a lot of joy. And for some of you, I really do feel like this offer is related with that partnership card. I feel for a lot of you, I feel like it is love, even though this just speaks about like teamwork and stuff. I feel like you've got someone trustworthy in your life and you're kind of ready to take it to the next step. Maybe before they'd been like, no, don't want to yet, but I feel like maybe they're the one that's had like a bit of an awakening and now coming towards you. Or it can be that you guys are finding, some of you, maybe you're finding the right people to go into business with, or just, you know, finding the right company that you want to work with in the future. So I feel like this week is all about coming together and getting some kind of offer that's going to make you happy. Before, I feel like this is almost like before, like it's kind of like a validation for you guys, maybe that it was, yeah, before it wasn't for you, whatever was being offered, and you know, you did the right thing by being resistant to it, by wanting something different, and this is kind of a little bit of validation for you, just being like, yes, I knew I was right. Yeah, and I feel like you guys need to live this week in the present. Stop worrying about the past, don't worry about the future, just try and be, you know, I feel like that's where a lot of happiness comes from, when you're living in the right now, rather than, you know, if you're thinking too far in the future, you can't control it, it's going to give you anxiety. You think about the past, you can't change it, So again, thinking about it's only going to give you anxiety, but finding that sweet spot of living in the present and things that you can change, the things that are kind of in your very immediate future, then it's going to feel like this week you have the ability to have a lot of joy and happiness with that Sun card. So hopefully, I hope you stay in this energy this week, and thank you for watching. I told you it would be short and sweet, and I want to just, thank you so much for watching. Do hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. See ya! Hey beautiful pile 3, if you chose this lovely amethyst cluster, this is your reading. So what's coming your way this week, or next 7 days, depends when you guys watch this. So let's have a look. You have the Lovers, and I like the Lovers in this deck because it's not like traditional sense of the Lovers. You have Queen of Cups, you have the Star in reverse, you have 8 of Pentacles, and then you have Orphaned, and then you have Co-create in reverse, and you have Magic. And then for your bottom deck energy, you guys have the Tower. So you guys this week, you've got 3 major arcana cards, so I feel like this week could be a little bit major for you. I feel like there's a real need for you to work on yourself this week, work on your emotions, your self-concept, your self-love, very much on that. First of all, you have the Lovers, which, as I just said, the Lovers in the Mermaid Tarot is generally different from the Lovers in other tarot decks, which can be, about choice and, more like passionate, romantic kind of love. Here it's so in that mirror, it's basically her reflection back at her, but obviously the circumstances are different. Here she's on land, here she's a mermaid. So I believe what this is saying is the love that you receive is generally a reflection of kind of how you love yourself. So if you have people in your life that say they love you, but they don't really treat you like they love you, often that's because you don't really treat yourself with love, and kind of what you get is often a reflection back. Sometimes you may think, oh no, but I do love myself, but if you really do examine how you treat yourself, you'll probably notice that it's not so much like that. So there is a need for you guys to really just reflect on yourself, show yourself some love this week. With that Queen of Cups, it could be, Queen of Cups is more of a spiritual kind of gal, so you guys, if you want to meditate, if you want to get in touch with spirit, if you have your own tarot decks, or maybe you want to watch a couple of general readings this week, or even just get a reading, maybe try and understand where it is you need to do some work on yourself to better your self-love, then do that, because I feel like you have the ability to be the Queen of Cups at the moment, but I think maybe you're just not quite there at the moment, not quite living your best life, just maybe emotionally, maybe you're a bit all over the place. There's just a need to kind of ground yourself, center yourself this week. And then with the Star in reverse, so even though it's reversed, the Star is still one of those cards that's positive. It can be when it's reversed that there is hope, but you're just not really feeling it. I feel like the situation isn't as bad as you feel like it is in your head. So there is a need for you to remember that, how I always like to explain the star is that you do have the tower there, so it could be that you're kind of still in that tower moment. Maybe you are having a bit of a crisis at the moment, like maybe you've had like a love situation or a job situation. Just generally with this pandemic, you've kind of got to your wit's end and you're just like, I'm over this. Or maybe currently I'm actually recording this on what day is it today? Wednesday. So it's the day after the US election. We still don't know who's president. So maybe you guys are being really affected by that, because God knows by the time it's Sunday whether we'll even still know, really. I can imagine with recounts and whatnot and it going to courts. So it could be that you're just feeling fed up with everything right now, and it's just really having an effect on your mental health. I'm not seeing this as like as a massive tower moment, like you're having some sort of complete like dark soul of the night where you're having to really examine your whole life. But I feel like you kind of got to the point where you're done and you're fed up. But just know there is still always hope, even when the star is reversed. The star is still there. You just need to look up. Stop covering your eyes and burying yourself under your duvet. Just go outside and look up, and you will see that the stars are still there. So you do have orphaned here as well. This card always makes me feel a bit sad. So in the guidebook, because I quite like the guidebook for Wisdom of the Oracle, because I know it speaks about feeling, obviously, being orphaned, feelings of abandonment. So it says here, we were all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society and the larger culture. Do you know what, for some of you I feel like this is, it could almost be to do with like political situations. No man is an island, and it's important to recognise that when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. So, I feel like that could definitely be causing your kind of tower moment. So, if you are feeling like you kind of just don't fit in, maybe you have moved on. This could be people, it could be that you've moved on from like a love connection, or even, you know what, families can get to a point where you can be done with your family. Just because somebody's a blood relative doesn't mean you have to put up with their BS. So this week I feel like, have that self-love, and that can be including cutting yourself off from people that kind of no longer fit who you are. And I feel like you are kind of, with that Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are working hard to, I feel like you guys are almost kind of working on your self-concept and working hard to become the person you almost like want to be, with that kind of Lovers and the Queen of Cups. I feel like you guys have a lot of hope for the future. It could be with that co-create then in reverse. So it could be that you've just almost like, you kind of run out of ideas of what to do, of where to go next. And that's okay. I feel like this week, I feel like there's a need to meditate, try and keep calm, try and have like conversations with spirit, whether it is through tarot or whatever means you want, to try and see where it is you need to go next. You have magic, so it says make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you, So you kind of make your own magic, I feel. Like this magic card reminds me of, you know, manifestation as well. Like you make a wish, if that's your manifestation, you start believing it and you keep affirming it, and you kind of magic it into your own reality by the power of your mind. So I feel like if you're wanting to switch things up, then definitely I feel like you have the power at the moment to manifest stuff into your life, to change your life how you want it to be. So yeah, that's everything that I'm seeing for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, please do comment down below. Do hit that like button, hit subscribe, it's very much appreciated, and hopefully I will see you again in the near future. See you later, pile 3, sorry guys.